Dear all, it's a great pleasure to welcome you to France for your annual conference. When the principles for responsible investment were developed to pioneer a new approach to investment in the financial community, you were at first relatively isolated. Today, these UN-supported principles are becoming mainstream. You are in the spotlight to help mobilize the private sector and shift the whole of finance. Because incorporating sustainability issues in the investment and ownership decisions is part of the solution to meet the tremendous challenges ahead of us. We are indeed in an age of urgent transition. You could not have chosen a better title for your annual event here in Paris. Large amounts of financial investments are needed if we are to be successful in the effective transition to a sustainable and low-carbon economy. Investors have a critical role to play in safeguarding the climate in this decade to channel those investments. If financial actors stay aside from the shift of sustainable finance, they will eventually exit the market. Data shows that investors who factor in principles for responsible investments perform well commercially and deliver sound financial returns. Many of the world's largest asset owners and institutional investors, such as pension funds, sovereign funds, and insurance companies, and above all, individual savers, demand increasingly from asset managers in terms of responsible investment. Today, we are clearly witnessing a shift towards green finance. Sovereign funds, asset managers are now committing to greening their portfolio. I've been personally pushing for this initiative within the One Planet framework. This is why I'm looking forward to the Climate Action Summit the UN Secretary General will be hosting on 23rd September. This summit will be a key moment to report and mobilize further on climate action and climate finance. France, Jamaica, and Qatar are working hand in hand at the behest of the UN Secretary General in this direction. The stakes are so high. This is why further collective action is now required. This is why sustainability was at the heart of the G7 summit discussions France has honored to host in Biarritz last August. To accelerate and make the transition to a low-carbon economy happen, in line with the Paris Climate Agreement, to catalyze efforts to address key sustainability issues such as deforestation, biodiversity protection, and ocean conservation. And France will continue to be a leader to promote approaches including all stakeholders from both the public and private sectors, because only coordinated action will enable us to address this fundamental challenge. But as I announced at the G7, there is an urgent matter that concerns us all: the fate of the Amazon. We cannot stand idle with our planet's lungs are burning. France took urgent action to help tame fires. But what we need is a long-term, sustainable, inclusive, and ambitious alliance to tackle the root causes of this tragedy. France will launch an initiative at the next UN General Assembly alongside Chile, Bolivia, Colombia, and other states of the region, the Alliance for the Amazon. But let me be clear, this will require significant amounts of money. We will only succeed with a combination of government funds and private donations. If you care for our planet, France has one pressing request: donate for the Amazon. Contribute to our planet's lungs. I wish you all the best for your annual conference. I thank you to be here in Paris and to be so committed for climate change, biodiversity, and our collective action. Thank you very much.